All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemel, Shabbat, Shimon, Kakwadash, the abundance of the apostle and others, a great millstone, and Shalom to the Akim out to preach the word of sincerity and in truth. And you see the title of the lesson, Salvation Awaits the Diligent. And it's truth. It's all about consistency, a day-by-day effort of trying to progress forward, not staying stagnant. This truth is known as living waters, and the essence of living waters is constantly moving, constantly flowing, constantly living. So in its truth, you want to be constant. Being constant and consistent, that's what keeps you on pushing forward and keeps you out of the mindset of idleness, keeps you out of that dilapidated state, keeps you out of that spirit of just not being able to shift gears, so to speak. You read about the men of the Lord, they were always moving forward in their conquest and this truth. None of them, just stuck to one point and got comfortable there. They always wanted to elevate their spirits. Of course, first and foremost, Yahweh Shah, through the temptations and trials he faced, he would face a slew of temptations, and he still progressed forward to heal the nation, teach daily within the synagogues and the chief houses, train the apostles in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, give them more faith, encourage others in the knowledge, wake up the nation, and that was a constant effort that he put forth until, his time was fulfilled. And the same narrative has to be within each and every one of them. The same spirit has to be within each and every one of us for us to receive salvation. So this is Proverbs 10:4. It says, "He becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent maketh rich." Right, so you become poor if you're always slacking off, if you're partial, if you're wishy-washy, as the scriptures calls lukewarm, because you're not consistently plowing, you're not constantly and consistently toiling. And even when you're dealing in terms of anything, in terms of work, in terms of growing, in terms of building, all these things take consistent effort, time and time, every single day. Just like Esau and his enterprise, the job, the occupation that you're in, you can hardly take days off. They want you at the job damn near every day, 5 days a week, 4 days a week, 6 days a week. And even when you're off the job, it's somebody that's on the job, on the clock, pushing forward the agenda of the system. And even if people aren't in the building, you still have, managers, you still have representatives, salesmen that's doing whatever it takes to push and progress that company, whether traveling, state by state, country by country, depending on the size of the enterprise, to make sure that system is functioning. So that's why the scripture says the hand of the diligent make it rich. And diligence should be our best friend, because like the scripture says, through much slothfulness, the building decayeth. All right. So whenever you're slothful and you're always sluggish and you're in a lackadaisical state, you can never get things done. You may desire to get things done, but at the end of the day, it's not gonna be fulfilled unless you actually take initiative, take action, put your hands to the plow and work. All right. And this is verse 5. It says, "He that gathereth in summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is a son that causeth shame." Right, because the harvest is the time where you're supposed to be working. All right, that's the key time for you to gather. And we're in the time of harvest. Yahweh Shah spoke about it best, how the says the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. So we're in the time of waking up the nation. This truth has been blown up through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah, has been opened up. It was a time where the virgins fell asleep pursuing to Matthew the 25th chapter, but now the virgins are awake. And us brothers that's in the know, in the knowledge, we have to walk as children of light, and like I said, it's a consistent thing. It's no days off, it's no slacking, because the Lord he commanded us and debated us to be diligent. All right. This is Isaiah 62:1. It says, "For Zion's sake will I not hold my peace, and for Jerusalem's sake I will not rest, until the righteousness thereof go forth as brightness, and the salvation thereof as a lamp that burneth." Right. So Isaiah spoke about, for the sake of Zion and Jerusalem, he's not going to slow down. He's going to keep doing the work. He's going to keep teaching. He's going to keep doing that which is required of him until salvation is at its peak for the nation of Israel. And we see how low our people is, you know, and how low we are as a people. And it shows that it's a lot of work to be done. You know, it's still more Israelites that have to get woken up to this knowledge, to do the work, to grow, to build, for us to get up out of this kingdom, man. You know, because of course this is in our rest. And knowing this is in our rest, we have to put in overtime. The scripture says, matter of fact, it says, and if I'm not mistaken, that's Baruch, when it was in our nature to go astray. And we all been astray. Like I said earlier, the virgins fell asleep. They lost the knowledge. Now this is the time where the Lord actually is giving us the opportunity to come back into the wisdom and to do that which is required for our salvation. Baruch 4:27. "Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you." Right, so the Lord said to cry. And that's to earnestly beg, all right, to show your regrets and your shame unto the Lord, and acknowledge the things that's going on with you. So it says, "For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more." Right, so this is the time we're supposed to seek the Lord 10 times more, because we went astray from the Most High. All right, we followed the other gods of the other nations. We worshiped them. They led us astray. They led us into our captivity, where we've been broken down. All right, now we're in the hoods and the ghettos without a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out. We're basically disenfranchised. We have no type of leadership, no true leadership in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know. So this is the time for us to seek him 10 times more. Doing 10 times more amongst the brotherhood, fellowshipping, praying, fasting if need be. Of course, and it always is, it's always a need to fast. Changing up your diet so that you can become better unto the Lord. Purging away the old man. Ridding the old demons. Progressing forward, reading, studying. Peter said it best, you know. Emerging or leveling up within the fruits of the Spirit. You know, charity, doing charitable works amongst the brethren, you know, praying for brethren, getting more into the Hebrew. It's the work is always, it's still always something that you could do to progress or push forward this ministry. And it's always about how much you desire to and what you're willing to do. You know, because the Lord, he's not looking for a slack hand. All right. It spoke about how when the temple was being built up, you had jakes that had a slack hand, and the temple was being slacked off. So you had certain men that had to put in a double portion for the sake of the building to be built. All right. And it speaks about how certain men began to build, and then they didn't finish and accomplish the feat that they desired to. So we have to build consistently, diligently through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, and keep pushing until this building is fully erected. So I want to end it by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai, by Shemar Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Akim.